Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace and blessings upon each and everyone who hears or sees this video. Yesterday, September the 22nd, 2018, I was engaged in a controlled, moderated debate with an anonymous individual that uses the name Stop Spamming, or Bernard Long, works in anonymously, and he attempted to, at the beginning of the debate, before the actual debate started, attempted to undermine my truthfulness, and attempted to imply that I had been deceitful in blindsiding him and changing the topic of debate at the last second. He led the audience to believe that I changed the topic of debate at the last second, but I'm going to demonstrate that that is far from the case. He had a month to prepare for the topic of human development in the Quran, and that is demonstrated by this text message that I brought up that I sent him on August 31st at 8:46 a.m., where I said, "Greetings, Bernard Long." That's the name he uses on Facebook. I said, "Let's make it official. Despite your vast knowledge about Quranic exegesis and your superior intellect," of course I was being sarcastic, "I'm officially challenging you to a controlled, moderated debate on the topic of human development in the Quran. I propose the date of Saturday, September 15th, 2018, Central Time. I recommend the moderators to be Ijaz Ahmed or A.K. Manning. I respect their honesty and integrity, the honesty and integrity of these individuals, and I believe they will be fair. Another person that I would consider as a moderator, I put in the text, why so serious, but it's actually why so religious, although I'm a bit hesitant because I take issue with anyone who's operating anonymously. Despite that, I feel that he and I have come to common ground, and I'm willing to debate on his show in the event that the others I have mentioned aren't available. Speaking of operating anonymously, the fact that you operate anonymously should nullify your being considered as a candidate for debate. But since you feel you have a sound argument regarding the topic, I'm looking forward to putting you to the test, but utilizing a fake name makes promoting this debate a bit awkward. And then I go on to say, although I have classes starting soon for the fall semester and I'm trying to complete my book, debating on that day should not be a problem unless some unforeseen issue arises. Let me be clear. I tell him I will not debate on the Gin and Tonic show due to the disrespectful and hateful manner in which that show is conducted in its attacks against Islam and Muslims. I do not feel that it's an appropriate platform for a respectful debate. I propose the following format: 20-minute opening statements, 10-minute rebuttals, 6 questions, crossfire with 3-minute response, 10-minute closing statements. And I go on to say, note, if you would like to discuss an alternate date or wish to confirm this date, please do so within 48 hours. I'm very busy and I have no interest in waiting to confirm at the last second. 48 hours should be plenty of time to secure the date or to discuss alternatives. The sooner we get this confirmed, the better. The only detail will be in deciding on and securing the moderator. I look forward to hearing back from you. Inshallah. Kenny Bomer, Mujahid Islam, author of the book Consider Islam, Influencing the World, Past, Present, and Future. He has my email address there. Once again, uh, he goes on to say, at 11:58 a.m. on that same day, whatever you say, I have no problem with your proposal, and I don't really care the venue or format. Just tell me when and where, and I'll get there. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. I've just proved and demonstrated that he is very deceitful. He's working anonymously, and that allows him the opportunity to say anything that he would like to say, and he's attacked my character. He did so in the debate. He's done that every time I've engaged him, and all he's done in the process is prove that Islam is the answer. I've tried to be very respectful of this individual time and time again, and he comes into the debate. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna play the first part of the debate. Little does he know that I had this recorded from the time that he actually came in to the venue with me and the moderator. So I'm going to pick it up from there and let you listen to the progression and his comments, and it'll demonstrate his deceitfulness in trying to suggest that I was being deceitful, or that I blindsided him at the last second in changing the topic of debate. I did not do that. He had over a month to prepare, and Alhamdulillah, that is the truth, and Allah knows best. And actually, at this point, everyone knows, based on the fact that I just demonstrated that I did send him this text on August the 31st. Let's pick it up from yesterday. Alhamdulillah. Okay, it says I need to switch off presenting. So let me take me. Okay. Okay, so I see. So it was presenting.
There we go.
Alhamdulillah. So it was presenting his screen. I didn't understand what was going on there. I've never dealt with that. So I'm gonna put my mic on mute just for a second. I need to run to the restroom real quick, inshallah, and get a drink. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Start spinning. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, great. So we'll get started in a few minutes once you come back from the restroom, okay? Okay. All right.
Notice during all this time, he has plenty of opportunity to discuss the topic of debate and go into more detail about it. He did not do so. His intent was to undermine me at the beginning of the debate, before the debate ever began, in order to try to discredit me and influence the listeners to believe that I've done something deceitful. That is not the case. Praise be to Allah.
And also on the debate, on the 20-minute opening, when you had 18 minutes, I'm going to interrupt you a little bit. Just said you have 2 minutes left. Yeah, that's cool. That's great. Okay. But thanks for reminding me, because I need to set my timer here too so that I will remember this. Okay, that's fine. What time is it over there where you are? It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? Okay. We're getting up to 12 o'clock here now. Yeah, but it is lunchtime, right? We lunch around 1.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
So, have we clarified any last minute details before we go live?
No, not really. Everything's clear as far from the rules and the format of the debate that I discussed it with you both earlier.
Right.
Yeah. So the only thing I need is just to correct your name. Your name is pronounced Stop Spamming, right? Yes. Okay. I want to make sure I get everything correct. So whenever you're ready, just let me know. I will open up and mute both of you, so that way we can get started.
Okay, bear with me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, let's get busy.
Great.
All right, so you guys ready? Okay, notice right there, he had plenty of time to stop us at any point to discuss the parameters of the debate, go into more details about the topic, and just listen to what he's done here.
Yep. Okay. Are you ready to start spamming? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna put both of you on mute, then start. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's debate. I'm your moderator, Abu Muhammad Ali, and today's debate will be between Brother Kenny and Mr. Star Spammy. Allow me to introduce the first debater. He goes by the name Star Spammy. He describes himself as a normal human being who loves human freedoms, scientific education, multicultural, truth, ethics, and integrity. He is also a skeptic who has been convinced that God can exist, and he's not part of atheism or anything absolute. He has lived in many countries, experienced many cultures, and learned about many different beliefs. Things that he hates are slavery, misogyny, lies, and deceptions. Many countries. And the second debater is, he goes by the name of Kenny Bomer, a 30 years reverse to Islam, and author of upcoming book called Constrict Islam, influencing the past, present, and the future. He's from Houston, Texas. He's a compassionate father, a poet, a social activist, and the president of Brozone Sport Islamic Society in Lake Jackson. He is currently pursuing his bachelor's degree in Islamic study and jurisprudence at the Mishki University. The topic of the debate will be human development in the Qur'an. The format of the debate and the rules of the debate are as follows. Each debater will give 1 or 2 minutes comment before the open statement. Mr. Scott Spenny will go first, then Kenny will go second. 20 minutes open statement for each debater, and 2 minutes reminder to let them know the time is coming in hand. 10 minutes rebuttal for each debater, 6 questions for each debater, with 1 minute to ask the question, 3 minutes to respond, and 10 minutes closing statement for each debater. The rules of the debate are as follows. Stay on topic, do not interrupt your opponent, no profanity or personal attack, show mutual respect, and follow the rules as stated. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I will start off with Mr. Scott Spenny. He will give 1 or 2 minutes to comment, then proceed with his debate.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here for a second.
Okay, do I unmute myself because now
I want to stop there for a second because I want to make it known that not only did I send this this text message to him regarding the date or the date and the topic of debate, but I also sent it to Rob. You can see it right here on the left. Matter of fact, I can try to bring it up, inshallah, briefly. And the reason I send it to Rob is to verify the fact that I set the date, the topic. Let me scroll up to where, let's see. Okay, keep going. Usually whenever I send something to the Stop Spamming Rascal, I always copy and paste it to Rob because I want, just to verify the fact that he's always trying to suggest that I'm deceitful and I'm a liar, and so I've began to protect myself from his lies and his falsehood. He's actually the liar. He's trying to call me a liar consistently. I have no reason to lie. I'm a Muslim, and I have nothing to lie about. I don't fear any man other. The only one I fear is my God, my Creator. So, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. This is where I sent it to Rob. If you look over here, Rob is highlighted. I also sent it to Rob, and I think I made mention to him. Yeah, well. Anyways, let's get back to yesterday's video and listen to what he goes into, inshallah.
I was waiting for you to unmute me. So
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah, I can do this myself. All right. Sorry, I just didn't. I suggested embryology versus Qur'an, and then somehow Kenny changed this to make this into human development, what you just said. But now human development is more vague and ambiguous. So can you just quickly clarify what we're talking about? Human development, womb of the mother, or is it like milk teeth, like the deciduous teeth, the second teeth, or puberty development, or spiritual education, menopause? So which one are we talking about?
As far from what the information I got from Kenny is human development. He did not specify whether it was embryology. Maybe he can clarify. Let me unmute him real quick. Hello, Kenny.
Assalamu alaikum. So, yeah, so for a number of weeks now, the topic has been human development in the Quran. So, uh, whatever his interpretation of human development in the Quran, it's up to him to do his own research. But the topic has been set for a number of weeks at this point. It's been advertised for a debate regarding human development. So that's up to him to determine what he wants to talk about and extract what he needs to from the Quran in order to present his position. So that's all I have to say about that.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you're not going to specify?
He said, according to from what
it's up to me to decide. I just heard what he said, but I don't quite understand because it was embryology versus Quran, and he changed it to human development. Human development can be a lot of things. So I'm just trying to clarify, are we talking about the human development in the womb of the mother, the way that I have understood this? I just want to clarify this, because I just realized that there's a lot of different possibilities of interpreting this.
Notice he just said that he just realized there's a lot of possibilities to interpreting that, but he had 4 weeks to consider that and to contact me to clarify, the more specifics about the topic, and he did not do so. So he left himself open to, deciding for himself what he wanted to prepare. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, he had 4 weeks to prepare. Praise be to Allah. Okay, so I unmuted my mic again. So, based on the fact that the topic has been human development in the Quran for a number of weeks now, you're open to discuss any aspects of human development that you see fit. So, if you wish to limit your discussion to any particular field, then that's your decision that's your position. So that was up to you to find out what topics you wanted to discuss regarding human development in the Quran. If you want to discuss embryology, well, that you have every right to do so. It's up to you. So I'm going to put my mic on mute. That way I don't interfere with the progression of the debate.
Okay, can you just define embryology then for us so that we know that we're on the same page?
I don't think I need to define embryology. The word embryology doesn't exist in the Quran itself.
Okay, human development. Can you define human development then?
There's many aspects of human development, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. We develop as human beings in a vast number of ways. So this I would rather proceed with the debate itself instead of getting sidetracked with unnecessary conversation at the beginning of the debate. It seems to be, it's clear that the topic of the debate has been for a number of weeks at this point, human development in the Quran. You're welcome to talk about any aspects of human development that you see fit. So,
okay, what do you mean by human development?
I'm sorry?
I'll discuss my position on human development during my presentation. I'm not going to discuss it now. I don't think that's it's not
okay, hold on.
It's not a scholarly.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Mr. Stats Penny, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening, yeah.
Okay. So basically he's saying that whatever you understood from human development, you just present your case and we'll let a viewer decide.
So I can talk about whatever I want, he talks about whatever he wants, and then I don't understand. Why can't you tell us what we're talking about?
Okay, so once again...
He's saying,
go ahead.
Hold on, he's saying that whatever aspect of human development that you understood from the debate, you can talk about that aspect. If you understood the debate to mean human development include embryology, you talk about that.
Yeah, but it also means menopause. Am I going to talk about menopause?
Well, it's up to you. You're the one, you're debating it, so it's up to you if you want to speak on that aspect.
Okay. The thing is that I suggested the topic, embryology versus the Quran. Then Kenny changed it to human development in Qur'an. Okay? So if he changes from embryology to human development, it's more ambiguous, because embryology is not ambiguous, but human development is, and I just gave you a couple of examples. So I just like to know whether we're talking about the human development in the womb of the mother, and I would just like for Kenny to provide us with his understanding, if that is what we're talking about and what his understanding is. I'm a little bit at a loss here if he's talking about the development after something, before something. Is it the complete development? Is it only the first 10 weeks? What exactly are we talking about? I think we should clarify the topic. This is normal, okay? You say, okay, what we're going to talk about is blah, blah, blah. And I have not heard that yet.
Okay, so what I'm going to discuss during my presentation is human development in the Quran. I'm not going to go into what I'm going to cover. I'll do that during my presentation. And so to ask me to try to state my position ahead of time before you've given your opening that's not the way debate works. So once again, you've admitted the fact that you have had you admitted the fact that you have. Hold on.
Let me interject for a minute. So whatever you understood to mean human development, and whatever preparation that you did for the human development or human embryology, as you understood it, you just go ahead and present your case. Okay. As far as the debate title is concerned, you said, well, I understood this is what he meant when he said human development. So I'm going to present my case, and here's it, and we let the viewer decide. Does that sound fair enough?
Okay. Then I'll just do it like that. I will talk about embryology, which is the beginning of the human development and not anything else.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So, as you can see, he tried to insinuate and lead people astray into believing that I was being deceitful, or I blindsided him at the last second in changing the topic of debate. I did not do so. Anyone that looks, you can look closely. I've copied it. Well, I'm actually using my video here on my laptop. But you can see the date right here. If you can see the mouse on the screen. August 31st, 8:46 a.m., where I sent him this text message talking about the debate regarding human development in the Quran. And he replies at 11:58 a.m. saying, whatever you say, I have no problem with your proposal and don't really care about the venue or format. I want to point out that he said he doesn't really care about the venue, but we had a big issue regarding whether or not we were going to use Zoom or not, Zoom or Google Hangouts. It seems he does have an issue with the venue and the format. We had a big issue about that. I can make another total video about that issue because I record every interaction that I have with this individual. He goes on to say, just tell me when and where and I'll get there. I told him, wonderful, I can't wait to enlighten you. For you to enlighten the world, rather, with your vast wisdom and knowledge. Of course, once again, I was being sarcastic. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. That's the end of this video. It's a little longer than I wanted to make it, but we had to go into the fact that I did indeed send him a text ahead of time on August 31st at 8:46 a.m. But on September the 22nd, he tried to imply that he was blindsided with the change of the topic of debate, and that is not the case. The Quran says, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, it says, anytime when truth comes, falsehood must perish. So praise be to Allah, truth has come, falsehood must perish. If someone chooses to believe his lies and deceit at this point, okay, that's on you. But praise be to Allah, I've proven the fact that I did not blindside him at the last second regarding the topic of debate. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.